And welcome back. We're almost ready to go back live with Avenue versus Endpoint on Coastal, a map that Endpoint previously won 10-13 in the best of one stage, I believe, on day number 1. No doubt that Avenue has had time to look back over that and figure out exactly what went wrong. Endpoint certainly going to be looking to claim that victory again, but it was close last time, only 3 rounds in it. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes this time, especially now that Endpoint have just gained a bit of momentum, picking up that first map with a pretty big score gap, certainly bigger than we thought we would have seen.
Yeah, and some of their newer players actually performed really well. I mean, you mentioned there at halftime, J Money had, I think, 16 kills.
Yeah.
He was stepping up throughout. Sus got a couple of entries, which really helped as well. And on the Avenue side of things, we said previously they've been really good on their Axis side. That didn't really come through here. We kind of saw them making a lot of individual plays that weren't necessarily working all the time. That's something they'll be looking to improve into this next map. And you saw there, Avenue looking a lot more serious after Endpoint steal that first map away from them.
Indeed, players just getting ready now. We are going to see Endpoint starting on their allied side as the knife went the way of Avenue. We saw this happen in the previous map, and Endpoint coming out very strong on their allied side, claiming 7 rounds. And ultimately, I think that gave them a huge advantage coming into the second half. I wonder if we'll see the same again. Endpoint's certainly going to be feeling confident, having won their previous allied side. Coastal, maybe not so Axis-sided. They're going to be expecting at least 6 rounds. I think to see Endpoint coming out with anything more than 6 is going to be a bonus for them.
Yeah, and I think, again, Coastal is a map where you can especially see those shotguns come into play. We saw Saint Six already pick it up a couple of times. He'll definitely be doing so even more on this map, especially towards that B bomb site. Oftentimes, that shotgun is going to be played there. It's a very close-range bomb site, all inside, just a couple of rooms to work with. And there is that massive opening at the front of it, but if you're playing the right position, you're not going to be exposed from that angle. So it's not a massive concern when you've got that shotgun. You can choose the right position. You can easily fall back, take plenty of close-range fights, and certainly expecting Saint Six to pick that one up. And on the Avenue side of things, we've seen Kozja pick the SMG. He could go to the shotgun as well. He likes to get up close and personal, but I think he really likes that SMG just to try and get those multiple frags when he goes for his aggression.
Absolutely. We didn't see it happening all too much in the previous map. He's certainly been a little bit more confident in previous games. I suppose you certainly don't want to be going for the aggressive plays in the grand final and messing them up, giving the opening on another site. So Costume maybe a little bit more conscious that the solo plays here, pushing through sites and going for those flanks like he was all through the group stages and the first day, is not going to be the exact same in the grand final. It's a little bit more risky. Giving up that play could cost you the whole tournament, so certainly a lot more pressure from that aspect, and we'll see maybe a little bit more comfort on Coastal. I think he was certainly a more aggressive player on Coastal, and with just a few seconds left counting down on the clock, it looks like we'll be going into the game very, very shortly.
Yeah, hopefully we should be good to get into the game any second now. But talking about Coastal, as you said, it's a map that Endpoint in the past have picked pretty consistently. So let's see if they can reverse the map advantage Avenue had. We're back to a 1-1 scoreline in overall maps, but Endpoint will be hoping that they can pull it all the way back to that advantage for themselves as we are going to head into the action. Adimka has that sniper picked up. On the opposite side of things, I think Icons should have one for his team, and no opening picks at the start of this round just yet.
Well, the smokes in middle, stopping the snipers from coming in, but not for too long as Adimka does pick up 1. Now a 5 versus 4. As we're going to see Avenue with the man advantage on the Axis side, a very powerful position to be in, and we're going to need to see Endpoint claiming frags back, but it's going to be Chet doing a lot of damage over towards that coastal area. J Money on 30 HP pushed into the red house. And we're going to see Endpoint slowing things down now as they've got a 2-man disadvantage. They're going to have to find something onto Avenue before they go for a site. Kostya playing in, I believe, Mark's previous position up on that site. He managed to capitalize hugely previously from that angle. Let's see if he can do it again in this game. For now, it's going to be Kostya there, holding off the A site. He has got a player on the broken wall as well, covering that cross. So A pretty secure at the moment, but it looks like that won't matter because Sus is moving the bomb over towards that B site, looking for kills. Spotted out one player there, jumping over towards the side. It's going to be Quirks opening up the B site a little bit, keeping it in their favor for Avenue.
Yeah, Chet gets another kill in as well. That was a really well-played reposition from Chet after he realized he'd been spotted out. He decided to switch up the angle, so when Endpoint committed to the peak, he was completely catching them off guard from the statue position rather than that further passive spot. And that, therefore, will be Avenue taking the first round win. You saw there as well, Icons, he picked up that sniper. Earlier into the round, he got up onto that tree. He can go ahead and run his way up there, and that's something that you certainly will see quite often on towards that sniper. So that's something that is worth mentioning, something worth pointing out, which we could see into the future. And I think Icons has picked up the sniper into this round, but we did see Adimka with his sniper get most of the damage done in that previous one. He got those 2 kills through, and it looks as though we are going to head back into the action. Already some aggressive plays coming in from both teams, actually. We see Avenue pushing towards that house, whereas Endpoint are going to make their way forwards. But Adimka again stepping up with that sniper. He got 2 kills in the first round. He's already opened up this second round as well, as Chet also finds a double spray down. Finally, the trade comes in, but it's still a man disadvantage for Endpoint to work back from, and they might be able to do so because Icons takes down Adimka. That's the battle of the snipers that could be really pivotal there. Adimka made a massive play on that first round in terms of getting those 2 kills. And now that he's been shut down, this 2v2 could very well go either way.
Icons has actually spotted Mark out in that aggressive position over towards B, and no doubt we're going to have Fancy pushing up trying to claim the kill. Mark low HP at this point, but he's going to be able to catch out Fancy. It's all on Icons now. 2 kills to go. He knows that Mark is there. Mark's already regened. Not going to matter too much as he's against the sniper rifle. And with that peek. Oh no, Icons not going to land the shot. It's going to be Mark pushing up with the shotgun. And there goes Icons as the second round goes in favor of Avenue. They are on their Axis side, though. We have to remember that they have a big advantage moving forward. And Endpoint going to be poking out the positions on Avenue, trying to figure out exactly how they're playing this and see if they can find a weakness. So far, B has not been going too well for them, nor has middle with the early picks.
Well, again, snipers picked up on both sides. We saw in that first round Adimka get 2 kills for Avenue to assist. And ooh, this time Icons with a quick kill. Ooh, nearly got the chance for the second through the smoke. And you can see plenty of positions to try and peek hit from here. Ooh, the leg spotted, but the shot not going to connect. So Icons gets close to 2 entries, but he does find the 1, giving his team that early advantage. That's going to be taken away, though. Both snipers get respective opening kills for their sides. Back into a 4v4. And you can see Mark trying to find this spray. I think he's going to have to reposition. Switching over to the shotgun as well. Up close and personal. But Saint, as we pointed out, is a master with that shotgun. He pushes in to get that kill through. And Endpoint looking good for their first round in a 4 versus 2.
Indeed, but Quirks has found a good angle here in middle. He's going to take Fancy out now at 2v3 as the bomb is about to be planted. Oh, a good nade. Oh, no, it's not. Quirks nading himself. You hate to see it catching the top of that doorway. He's a little bit too eager to throw that out. And we're going to see Adimka watching the side. He's holding for any kind of push back towards lower. This is going to be a very slow retake coming in from Avenue as they're moving in towards the site now. Shotgun in play for Endpoint. That's a very strong hold. A shotgun on the A site can be used so well to hold off that stairs angle, and it will be Saints with the shotgun in hand. The battle's coming in on lower. Saints is there. He's missing the shotgun shot, though. Does pick it up eventually as Adimka now forced to push in. He's not going to be able to get this defused, though, because there's only 5 seconds left. And he will lose that sniper card. That's 1 less for Avenue, as we're going to get the first round going in favor of Endpoint. And a very good round indeed. They found that B was a little bit too hard to claim. Mid, tiny bit harder, but they eventually push over towards that A site. Down coastal, down mid, and they take it over. Good play by them. And now we're going to see still 3 sniper cards in play for Avenue, as it's going to be Endpoint who are actually struggling for the snipers. Only 1 left in stock as the 4th round goes underway.
And Icons with that sniper is again going to try and open things up. That smoke in towards mid will deny his vision. Those smokes you are going to see a lot of the time, and it does allow the players with the closer weapons to try and push in, but Kozja getting aggressive with the shotgun. We said he likes the SMG. He's also going to go for the shotgun here up close. Gets caught off guard from a longer range angle though, so Kozja down low on health will have to play it safe. He's already got the first kill, and he should hear the steps behind him. Still though, Kozja pretty isolated from his teammates. He's only got the one player at Broken Wall in towards mid to assist him, so this isn't going to be an easy position to hold. Dimka though gets another kill through. The sniper this time chiming in, and Avenue win those two opening fights before J Money eventually gets one back for the Allies.
Indeed, Jay, a good read on that sniper. He thought he was going to get a little bit too aggressive, and indeed he did. A doorway being watched by his teammates. He's not going to have to worry about his back now, as he has freedom to push up coast. He's not going to take it, though, looking for Chet over towards Broken Wall. Not finding it just yet, though, as Quirks picks up a kill over towards B. Things looking good for Avenue now, as Jay going to attempt to push in. Kozja's going to shut that down with the shotgun, picking himself up yet another kill. And now it's all on Fancy with that sniper being taken down in the side by Chet. Too many angles to worry about there. The shotgun up close could peek at any moment. And it is going to be the Broken Wall play from Chet that claims the third round for Avenue. The gap spreading a little bit, although something that we would expect to see on the Coastal Axis side. But Endpoint need to be careful not to give too many rounds away to the Axis. They want to be coming out of this with about 5 rounds at least, and ideally 6. So a lot of work to do for Endpoint if they want to claim this half at least. But they have been very strong on their Axis side of Coastal, so they won't be too worried if they don't manage to pick up a total of 5, but certainly every little helps as we move forward.
Ooh, Fancy already getting that opening A kill, I believe, over towards the A site. Trades coming in, but Icons get such a quick shot through. And J Money also chimes in with a frag. The trade's coming back, though. Avenue at least getting a couple of kills in as Quirks only good for the 1 kill on the site. I thought for a second he may have been able to survive there, but it's just Kozja left 1 versus 2. He's got this car in place, so there's a chance for him to try and push back in if he can catch one of these Endpoint players out. Endpoint, though, trying to just play it safe here. They know they have the advantage with the bomb being down, and Kozja has quite a few positions to clear. Switches it up to that gun, trying to see if he can transfer a spray, but he's got the option of either of these weapons here, switching between them. 23 seconds, though. Kozja needs a fight, and he knows it. He's going to push in, looking for this first. He's just having to clear so many angles, though. You can see he's really struggling. Finally spots someone out. Spam comes in, fake defuse, so he knows where they both are. But with 10 seconds left, this is almost impossible. You can see they're just playing it safe, and the time is too low. Very well played by Endpoint. They just sit back, force Kozja to push towards them, and he takes too much time on the retake.
Absolutely. Crossing over to B there, somehow Endpoint managed to pick up 2 kills. Usually it's the exact opposite way around. The Axis catching you out as you peek, but the jumping shot from Icons as he shoots just as he lands, spotting out the sniper of Adimka up on top of that truck towards the Axis spawn. That's going to be pivotal as they take down 2 kills there on the cross and claim the round. Now 2-3, closing the gap a little bit, only 1 in it. Endpoint looking quite good if they can manage to keep it this close, but it's not looking too good as Adimka picks up the first kill of the round for Avenue.
Man advantage for Avenue, as you were saying, the sniper of Adimka getting that one through. Looks as though Endpoint again want to put some pressure towards this bomb site, but Saint has already fallen as well. And again, Mark keeps on going. He gets a second. Quirks also chimes in, and this round just collapses for Endpoint. They all go down 1 by 1, leaving Sus alone here. And the trade's just not coming in despite Endpoint sticking together. Mark is going to get a 3K in the end with that shotgun. And Avenue keep looking good. But remember, the Axis side is certainly favored here. So even though they have the lead, Endpoint not in terrible shape.
Indeed, but double the rounds being held by Avenue. If that's indicative of this half, we might see 8-4 coming out, and that would certainly favor Avenue moving onto their allied side. So Endpoint need to, again, close that gap up. Don't want to be ending with more than a 2-round gap, so things getting a little bit close now. As we're going to see, presumably an A push here, as Chet with the early nade, not going to pick up anything, and it's going to be Saint coming up close with the shotty. He's looking for a frag there towards mid, not finding anything just yet. And as I say that, there's one, but it's going to be Mark trading it back. Jay Money in a good position to trade. Oh, it's actually going to be Icons picking it. Jay almost getting a kill there. Kostya now forced to stay in that position. Nowhere he can really go. A sniper watching the other hole. Well, Jay is sitting there. Pretty much cornered him at this point. Smoke going down. It looks like Kostya is going to be looking for the kill over towards A. The bomb is actually down on that stairwell. And that's going to be pivotal now for Avenue. Even though the Allies have the one-man advantage, they have to push back into that house where they know Kostya is sitting with a shotgun. And that's going to make life much more difficult. 40 seconds left. A play has to come in relatively soon. And it's going to be a play from Kostya, picking up a kill with that shotgun onto the sniper card, who's pushing in alone. And with only 32 seconds left, things really not looking good now. Endpoint need to make a play fast. They're going to run right into the shotgun of Kostya, but Kostya not going to pick up that kill. 2 shots being missed at that range. Only tags coming through. And it's all on a Dimka. He's got to find himself 3. He's got an isolated fight here over towards B. The bomb going on to A site for the plant. But a Dimka, not too sure where that player is. He's going to get pushed in the back, but the shot going to be missed. Back and forth here. Nobody hitting the shots as a Dimka is going to be pretty much surrounded at this point. He doesn't know what angle to check. And Fancy with a jumping shot with that Kar 98K is going to close out that round. 3-4 now as Endpoint closing the gap once again. 1 round in it. And looking very good on their allied side so far.
Yeah, a little bit strange to see Icons pushing first with that sniper. They should have been aware that Kostya was pushed up with that shotgun, but eventually they managed to get the trade through, so that's the most important thing. And as we head into round 8, we'll have to see if those snipers can do the damage again. Icon's going to be pushing up through Coastal. Dimka is the man with the sniper, as you would expect on the other side. It's going to be Chet pushing up to the broken wall. The spray comes in through the smoke. He gets the opening kill. Icons is on the other side, but Chet pops off. How does he get 2 kills there? The sniper was holding the angle, but Chet just nails the headshot. And that is a huge play to give his team the advantage.
I mean, good positions being held by Endpoint here. They've gained control of pretty much all of mid, but unfortunately it's only going to be Jay and Fancy left alive, so that's not really going to matter too much. They've got to worry about all of the other angles in play. Chet going to be pushing up towards the house. Trying to get on top of those barrels here. He's heard by Fancy, who's spotting him out, and oh, that took a little bit too long. That was a little bit awkward. The bomb, not too sure where it is down. But I don't think it's in possession of either player, so they're going to need to recover that before moving forward. And there it is, Jay Money picking it up in a nice safe position. Fancy picking up another kill, now looking good in a 2v3, but he gets picked off by Quirks, unfortunately, so it's all going to be on Jay Money. He can get this plant on the site, but all that's going to do is force Avenue into a slightly faster push towards Jay. He still has to find all 3 kills here. And that's going to be very difficult. 42 seconds, the time is on the Axis side here. They have the time to rotate around. Jay moving down the stairs. Is he going to be able to spot out the players on time? Oh no, he pushes out, finding the shotgun of Mark. And that's going to be the end of that round. The 5th round claimed now for Avenue. Looking quite strong so far. 3 picks coming in a matter of seconds towards that mid area. Very well played by Avenue. Spreading that gap just a little bit more now. 2-round advantage. And Endpoint looking to pick up a shotgun on Saint 6. We're probably going to see a relatively fast push from him, gaining a little bit of map control. We've seen him a few times moving in towards that mid building in Red House. Losing the shotgun fight to Mark so far. But with nades in play on Fancy, let's see what he can manage to pick up with that.
We saw Icons think about picking up the sniper, but at the last second he switched away from it on the Endpoint side. And something that will be interesting into the upcoming rounds. Either way, we are going to see a pretty slow start, except for Icons having been pushed up into this position. Trades coming back and forth. Saint gets one with the shotgun, trading onto Mark, who had been pushing through elsewhere. Here comes the push. Quirks gets one on the statue. There's the second. Pistol out, looking for more. He has to fall back, and he is going to be able to do so. Saint stuck on the site. 8 HP. Not quite going to fall just yet. He's trying to regen up. He's slowly but surely getting to heal here, but he's still taking the fight. He's going to go down, And there it is. The trades do go in favor of Avenue. 2 very important kills there onto that site. And that statue position can be very powerful. You can peek on either side of it. That's the benefit of that spot. It's very mobile, and that's what comes through.
A very good hold with the Kar 98K. I think a no-scope coming in there as the push came through. Just confidence on display here. And another round in favor of Avenue. Now it's time for Endpoint to step up. They can only really lose one more round before this starts to go the way of Avenue in the second half. I think they've called a pause.
Yeah, it looks like we are going to be having a bit of a pause coming into play. So we don't want to say too much in case. I think some of the headsets are coming off the players, so I'm not going to say too much about the game, but what we can say is the scoreline, because they can see that. 6-3 in favor of Avenue. Not massively favored to either side at this point. Avenue have certainly been hyping themselves up over there, though, when they're winning their rounds, but they are on the favored Axis side, so you'd expect them to have a slight lead heading into that second half. And you can see now the unpause has come through, so we will head back into the action. We have got a sniper on both sides. Icons deciding to pick that up this time. Nade's going in towards mid. It's Dimka on the other side with his sniper, but he's not going to take too many fights. Endpoint, though, going for a quick push. That could work out for a Dimka with the sniper, but it's Chet up close, not going to get a kill. He was pushed alone in towards Broken Wall, so he will fall. Endpoint with the man advantage, but Kozja has pushed into this house yet again. He's been a real nuisance in this position, and the SMG going to get the kill. No! Saint manages to fall back, and he manages to just about survive. So Endpoint hold the man advantage, but Kozja is going to be able to fall back safely.
Indeed, but he's going to be looking for probably a kill here as the push comes through. I mean, they've given up the A side at this point. Almost completely. Saint has managed to make it there with a shotgun, and that's going to be causing a lot of problems. Mark, though, looking for that kill towards mid. He's getting tagged down to 50. It's a little bit risky to re-peek this. Indeed, he's not going to. Kozja going for it, though. Picking up one, but there's Icons with the sniper, actually. Picking up a kill and now going for the plant. With 2 alive now on the Avenue side. It's going to be Mark with that sniper, but Quirks is coming up here with the Kar 98K, looking for a frag. He knows there's a player around this area, and now he's found him, but unfortunately, Sus finding the shot first. With that Tommy gun, now Quirks in an awkward position. He has to worry about a peek from the side and from behind him. But it's going to be Mark with the shotgun, picking up one, going for a second. If he can get this, they can get the defuse in, but he's not going to be able to pick it up on time, and it's all on Quirks now. So many angles to worry about, so much to do. Getting shot in the back by the shotgun, he's low HP at this point, and we're going to see the kill coming in from Sus. A good round by Endpoint as they're closing the gap now, 2 rounds in it, and I think they need to get to 5 rounds at least to have a good chance on their Axis side. Gives them a little bit of room to make errors, and still the advantage would still carry over in their favor on the Axis side. So that five rounds, 1 more is pretty much all they need, and they'll be relatively happy with how the half has gone. If they can get that 6, it's certainly going to favor them.
Well, we've seen pretty consistently Avenue be willing to push here over towards B. Those double nades, or sorry, the smoke in the nade could be good. Fancy down to 29 HP. Not going to be any opening kills as of yet, even though the spray is coming through. And you can see no aggression coming in just yet from the Avenue side of things. They do have Chet here deciding to reposition, but nothing too major. In the meantime, though, Endpoint have pushed into that house. That's where we saw the aggression previously from Avenue. But as the smoke goes down, Endpoint might not expect this angle. Chet pulls the trigger. He gives away his position. That could have been a free frag, but he misplays it slightly. And now Chet has to be worried about multiple angles. Icons holding back, just crosses over at the wrong time. Still no kills coming in, and Endpoint are sneaking their way up towards that bomb site here. If Kozja isn't careful, he's going to be under pressure towards that site. They are very aware that that's a possibility. As Icons hoping for a lucky wallbang, it's not going to come in, and with 42 seconds left, still no kills. This is somewhat surprising, but there we go. Chet opens things up, and here we are, the action coming into play. Kozja still locking down this bomb site with that shotgun. He's already going to look to go for even more. 28 seconds now in this 3v3. They need to make a move, and Quirks gives them the advantage on the Avenue side.
Indeed, we need to see a fast play. But the bomb has been dropped there in the house. It's going to have to be a straight-up rush. J-Money knows it, and he's getting taken down by Kozja. There is the second kill with that shotgun. A good play by Kozja, and you can hear the hype coming through on the Avenue side. Still looking good for 8-4. We did see the 4-2 scoreline developing. which was indicative of this. But Endpoint going to want to get that round. And 5th round on the board is going to be so pivotal for them. It gives them a good opportunity that even if they make a few mistakes on their Axis side, Avenue won't be able to capitalize too heavy early on.
Well, we've got 2 SMGs in play for Endpoint, so they could go for some close range fights if they want to, but oh, Chet already gets an opener with a nade. He's currently spamming that smoke as well, but he's not going to get too much more done. It's just a nade to get the opening. That jump is going to be missed, but Chet will fall off that position. And Endpoint, they have got 1 player on the lurk, whereas these 3 players are grouping up. Kostya, though, spots out Saint. So that shotgun kill again coming through on the B site. But Avenue seem pretty well prepared if a push were to come through on either side of the map here. With over a minute left, it might not be coming in just yet. You can see J Money probing towards a site, trying to see what he can do. Some shots being fired, but J Money spotted in the back. Chet gets a 2nd kill on the round, and Endpoint again just 1 by 1 falling without the trades being an option. And again, Mark pushing in with that shotgun. He's consistently been able to push that position. Fancy should take him down. Oh, awkward fight, jumping around, but it's Mark to win that duel again. He's been on point with that shotgun whenever he's been under pressure, and that's been a big part of why they managed to dominate that first half.
An absolutely great half on display from Avenue. They're going to be very happy with how that half played out for them. Taking 8-4 on their Axis side, that gives them a huge advantage moving on to the Allied side, where all they have to find are 5 rounds, and that's so achievable if they play it right. The fast rounds over towards B being a favorite of most teams. Let's see if we see that coming in as the half is going live.
Icons with this sniper going for the standard peek. Adimka on the other side could go up to that tree position. We didn't really see that utilized, but ooh, Icons gets the first of the round. He's going to have spotted the cross towards this side of the map as well. So as the push comes in, Endpoint very aware of this. The smoke has come down, but the push keeps on happening. Fancy only good for 1 kill. The trade coming in, and Endpoint look to lock this B bomb site down, or sorry, this A bomb site down. Sus though not going to be able to do so, but look at Saint with the shotgun, thinking of the aggression, but he is spotted out. The Axis still have a 2-man advantage, but at least some information for Avenue, but they need to get that bomb down, and that will not be easy because Sus pushing in here could do the damage. Adimka, oh, doesn't go down there. Sus missing a couple of shots. Very awkward fights. Adimka has that sniper up close. Eventually, J Money comes in to clean things up, and Mark is left alone in a 1 versus 4. They tried this quick push, but it's not really worked for them, and Mark should be falling shortly. I mean, he should be dead, right? He's behind that statue, watched from all angles. I don't know how he survived for so long here. Shots being missed all across the board, but it's Sus to eventually close out the round.
Nobody all too worried about him there. 3 angles being watched by the Axis, and Endpoint picking up their first round of this half. 8-5 now. Let me remind you, the maps are tied 1-1. This is a best of 5. The winner of this map being only 1 map away from claiming the entire tournament of the Blitzkrieg Open Championship and £5,000. We're going to see the sniper coming out on Adimka yet again as he looks for the pick towards mid. They need that opening kill somewhere. They're not going to find it there. Maybe towards B, says Adimka, and let's see if he's right as the player pushes down from upper stairs. Will he land the shot onto Fancy?
Well, will Fancy even decide to push here? He looks a bit nervous about doing so. Ooh, the timing slightly off for Adimka. I'm not sure he's going to have spotted anyone out there. Either way, some shots being rattled off elsewhere. Fancy is thinking of pushing here. I think they are pretty aware this is going to be a push towards this close range site. You can see Fancy in an advanced position. And with 55 seconds left, I mean, there's still plenty of time for Avenue. They don't really have too much control over towards B, so they might be a little bit nervous about that. Smoke being deployed down the stairs from Saint just so that he can slow them down, make sure he's up close with this shotgun. And already Fancy gets a double kill to open things up. Endpoint looking good into this round. I think that was Fancy who'd pushed up, into this house. I don't know how he's managed to get 2 kills there, but that is going to be very, very big for Endpoint. 25 seconds left now in Avenue. They need to go for this push shortly. they're going to realize that they have to go forwards, but Sus already sidelines Kostja, and it's just going to be a Dimka left alongside Mark. They just don't have the time here. The round is basically over. Mark might try and get some kills, but that's not important. Oh, knife comes out. Not going to be too much more, though. The time is out, and there we go. Round is over.
Yeah, that gap closing up now from Endpoint, showing what the Axis advantage really is. A great use of the Kar 98K, which was something we haven't seen used all too much up until now. And something I really feel like gives the Axis side a huge advantage. Quite surprised to see it neglected so much. We're going to see 2-round gap now as Endpoint start to close it up. Avenue need to make a move fast to make good use of that lead that they gained in the first half.
Icon's playing this same position. He's got 1 or 2 kills here previously. But they are behind the house this time, so he's not going to spot anyone out. And Avenue look to be pushing as a unit here. Some shots being fired off, but we're not seeing any commitment come in from either side. Smoke out from a Dimka could help, but the push is already coming in. Fancy gets the first on the hold. No one else has been spotted out just yet, though, but you can see Fancy trying to switch up his spot is going to get caught in the open. Quick trade comes in towards that A bomb site, and the push hasn't come through yet, but a massive rotation from Endpoint. So that's going to get boosted over the top here. This is a nice little off angle, but they're already towards the site. That could be a problem. Smoke comes in. Boost is cancelled. Sus going back up, but still doesn't spot anyone out. So a man advantage for the Axis, extended further. Sus denies the bomb. Ooh, nearly another, but Quirks manages to trade. And it's still a man advantage for Endpoint, and as the time ticks down, that bomb has to be planted shortly by Avenue, and that's still not coming in. Saint missing those shots, though. It's back to a 2-on-2, but J Money ensures the trade. So it's all up to the last survivor on the Avenue side of things. It's Mark with that STG in hand now. Has plenty of options in terms of his weapons. Picks up the shotgun, trying to push up close. With 12 seconds left here, I don't think he has time for this. He's going to play for the kills. Only gets the first, though, as Icon switches to the pistol. Close, but not close enough. And this is Endpoint working their way back into the game.
Endpoint only winning with 1 player left alive. That was so close. If the flick had come in there with the shotgun, that round could have went in favor of Avenue quite easily. But we are going to see 8-7 now the score as Avenue are being approached on. Only 1 more round for Endpoint, and it will be an 8-8 tie. Avenue yet to pick up a round on this half. And as they move towards the start of the round, Dimka once again looking for that kill in mid, still not connecting it. And it's going to be J Money opening up the round with 1. Icons chiming in with another. And now a 2-man advantage in favor of the Axis. They're not going to be looking to give away any more kills, but J Money getting tagged down pretty low. It's going to be Fancy trading him, though. Not even trading him, as J Money survives on the statue with a nice headshot coming in. And Dimka is going to be taking Fancy out. And now Jay trapped at that statue with nobody to help him.
Endpoint just continuing to win on this Axis side. Oh, J Money.
Jay.
Woo.
A 3K from Jay with that Kar 98K. We've seen him do that before. Rattling off shots like it's an automatic rifle. Taking players out. And he's going to be claiming the equalizer now. The score is 8-8 as Endpoint approaching Avenue. And Avenue got to be feeling a little bit nervous, as they're yet to win a map.
Yeah,
of course, they have the
certainly.
advantage.
Yeah, and we've seen them in the past struggle much more on their allies' side. That's been a bit of an issue for them. And just in general, I think that they're a team that lacks that structure. They're going to rely on someone getting an opening kill for them. Let's see if that can come through into this round. J Money, again, sticking with that car. We've seen him do a lot of damage with this in that, well, in that recent round even, but throughout the tournament. No opening fight's going to come through, though. Avenue trying to slow things down, not losing the opening pick this time. As the smoke fades, Sus will be holding this angle, but it's Avenue to get the opening entry. That could leave the A site somewhat vulnerable here. Sus is still trying to hold this one off. The push not coming through as of yet, but Avenue, they could very well commit to this site. There goes Sus, though, getting the first frag through. Mark is going to fall. The push has come in, but Sus gets the wall bang on the edge of that truck. Beautifully done to get the second kill in, but it's still just a 3v3. Sus actually got that shot there. That's a third from Sus. He steps it up massively on the hold, and it's J Money in the end to close out the round. And Endpoint starting to get themselves hyped up. They have the lead on the strongest side, and Avenue, I think they're yet to score on this Allies side, right? Maybe they've got one round, but
no, they're still
yeah.
on 8. They finished the half 8-4, and now the advantage going over to Endpoint 9-8. And they're on their Axis side as well, and never mind the fact that these rounds have been incredibly dominant, with the exception of 1 or 2 from Endpoint. Sus absolutely destroying over there on the B site. And things not looking too good for Avenue. They need to mix something up. Something has to be done different. I don't think they've tried a fast A strategy yet. Slowing things down just a little bit and allowing the kills to come in on middle from J Money. So hopefully this time we're going to see that going differently. But Saint 6 is there with the shotgun to pick up 1. There it is. But he's in a difficult situation. Low HP. Just about manages to make it away. And smoking the bottom of the stairs will allow him to catch players running up there. That's going to slow things down a lot. We've already got J Money sitting on the site with the Gar 98K. He's looking for kills towards that middle area. Doesn't want to give anything away though just yet. Fancy is alone over towards B. He needs to be careful because Quirks is there. Oh, I think he spotted him out. He did. He doesn't hit the shot, though. And Quirk's surely going to fall back now. Not going to risk it. He has been spotted moving towards the left side of that market. And there it is. Fancy taking the Car 98K shot. A beautiful hit as the man advantage goes towards them. And here comes J Money looking for the kill. Not going to find it, though. He's just going to back off and not give anything away just yet. Looking for the kill in middle yet again. J Money after regenning. I think he only lost 8 HP, but there it is. The Car 98K shot. It's only going to be a Dimka left with Mark.
18 seconds left as well. The push going to come into the site. J Money pulls out the pistol, and Endpoint have won so many rounds in a row. They are starting to feel it here. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, Avenue, they haven't really taken those timeouts too often throughout this tournament. I don't think we've seen them, but now would be the time to do it. They've lost so many rounds in a row. They're starting to really crumble here. 10-8 behind after a really good first half. They're still yet to put a round on the board. And I think they're just not really finding those trades on this Allies side. As I was kind of saying before the game, they're often seemingly a bit more of an individually based team. That's not worked out for them here. They've not been able to get any of those opening fights they've needed. And that means that Endpoint continually just taking solid holds through. And you can see Saint building up the confidence, looking for the aggression. Decides to fall back with that shotgun, but there's a player behind him. He gets back in. How is he alive? 14 HP, and he gets the kill. Mark needed that frag there, but it's not going to come through. It's just a 1-for-1 trade early on, but Saint is going to be stuck in that spot, so that's something worth mentioning. In the meantime, both teams are just going to slow it down. So a little over a minute left. And, oh, okay. Chet actually finds an easy kill in the back there. Fancy not expecting that push to come in. Chet is the only player really towards that site though, so won't be a full-on site push just yet. As trades come back and forth, it's looking good for Avenue. Finally, they get an advantage.
Kozjay in that pushed up position, he's just not expected there at all. He got there so early in the round with that SMG, and he's picking up a nice easy kill from it. They've got to be careful because Sus is still alive with that Car 98K, and he's hot on their heels, moving around to try and get a kill to stop that site push coming in. J Money as well, alive with the shotgun, and that's a very powerful gun to have in play. It looks like the players will be moving over towards B, and Sus getting hit down so low by Quirks. He's not going to be finished off though, as his health now regens back up. It's going to be Saint 6 looking, or J Money, sorry, looking for the kill. Oh, and there's Sus picking up a nice Car 98K shot onto Quirks. A 2v3 now, only 3 kills left to find. Jay still concerned about that player. It's already been taken out. Finding his body now, he should realize. Well, not a lot of time left here for Endpoint. They've got to make a play fast. And Chet shutting down Sus. It's only going to be J Money left alive. Picking up 1 though. He's got 18 seconds. He has enough time to go for this. If Avenue aren't careful here, the shotgun in hand going for that defuse. And will Avenue push back towards the side and give him the kills? No, they won't. As Kostya is picking up the kill onto J Money, claiming them their first round of the half. The score now 10-9, but is it too late for Avenue to come back into this with only 3 rounds needed for Endpoint to claim this and still a 1-round advantage in their favor?
Yeah, if you've just joined us, Avenue came through the upper bracket all the way through the playoffs. They were looking good yesterday, but today they've struggled much more here against Endpoint. They lost the first map already, and on this second one, they are running the risk of falling behind. They had a really good first half, but Avenue only getting 1 round so far in this second. Endpoint put together a massive winning streak, and oh, Icons gets an easy opening. Sus also chimes in with another. And just as it looks like Avenue might be able to find a foothold back into this game, Endpoint take 2 incredibly early opening kills. And it looks as though Avenue, they're going to have to just try and have someone step up at this point. That's really the only way they can get back into this round.
And they're pretty much going to have to rely on mistakes coming out from Endpoint. And it doesn't really look like they're going to make any, as they're playing very passive, playing off each other. Everybody in a position to get a trade kill if a fight comes in. Possibly with the exception of J Money, but he's going to be incredibly hard to spot in that position. The smoke going down in lower A. It's going to be Sus looking for the jump shot. He finds the player, but not the shot just yet. Not able to connect it. 34 seconds. I mean, this is a very slow round from Avenue. They have to make something happen fast. Jay pushing out onto the tank, a little bit too risky later on in the round. I suppose they thought it was a B push, but now it's starting to look like it isn't. Saint pushing down the stairs. Oh, he's getting shot in the back and spammed through the box. Now things a little bit awkward, as we're going to have to see the rotations coming over. The side completely in control of the last 2 allies, as Avenue are starting to look very strong here. They've got the positions. Haven't picked up the shotgun that fell on the site just yet. Oh, they have actually. It's in the hands of Mark, who's holding down that stairwell with his life. This is going to be incredibly difficult. It relies on Sus getting this kill. He's not going to pick it up though, and it's all going to be on Fancy and Icons to pick up these kills. Icons pushing up now with his sniper rifle. He's taking up the Kar-98 AK. He's going to get taken out by Mark with that shotgun though. And only Fancy left alive. He has to find himself 2 kills here. This is going to be next to impossible, but there's 1 on the shotgun from Mark, taking him out. That's going to be 10-10 as Avenue claiming the equalizer. Looking good now.
Oh, looks like we are going to have a much closer map on our hands. The first one was pretty convincing for Endpoint, and it was looking like they were going to pull their way back into the lead here, but it's not come through. Avenue finally getting a couple of rounds together on their allies' side. Let's see if they can keep that up into round 21. We are going to see them hold back towards Coastal. Pre-nades often come into that position, so they will just be holding fairly far back. Push now could be coming in though. J Money going to be up on the site. He's played here in the past, and with the smokes being up, he has some cover. He's not going to go for any openings just yet. Looks like Saint again holding on the stairs, but Icons is the first to fall. Quick push coming in towards this site, and Saint 6 with that shotgun is going to have to step it up. Sus gets 1 in the meantime, and this is awkward. Kozja and Saint 6 both having close range weapons. We're not going to see this fight come in. Endpoint, though, getting kills elsewhere. Smoke out, but Saint gets the shotgun out just in time. And that means that Mark has to get all 3 kills. He's already found 1. Still in a 1-on-3, though, and Fancy gets the refrag through. So Endpoint do get back into the lead, despite that smoke nearly costing Endpoint on that site hold. And Avenue, they found that weakness there in that previous round, but in that one, they couldn't really get that push going. So maybe that switch up from Endpoint, having a few more players ready towards that bomb site, helped them out. And we'll see if Avenue have anything else prepared for this next round.
I think Endpoint lost their last sniper card in that round, though. That could be costly. 11-10, only 2 rounds needed. Icons has been able to do some good work with it so far. I don't think it's going to be too much of a shame to see him taking up a standard rifle, though.
I think Icons might have actually got the sniper.
Did he? Oh, this could be their last sniper in play now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did indeed. Not going to find anything on the cross, though. It's all going to be on Sus, picking up 1 kill with the Kar-98 AK, looking for a second. It's going to be Quirks, faking the plant. He's hit down very low, though. The pistol coming out, but that's the wrong player, Adimka, who was on full HP being challenged there. J Money jumping down onto the tank. He's going to find Kostya, but he's not going to be good for the kill, unfortunately. And the Kar-98 AK stuck at tank now, as Kostya's in a good position to cut him off on the rotation. Jay not going to hit the shot, as Icons gets taken down elsewhere. It's all going to be on Saint and Jay. 34 seconds remaining. Jay still not hitting the shot. It's just so unfortunate, these shots being missed, and it's going to be Kostya with the pistol to pick up that. Oh, but look at this position here from Saint. Will he get this defuse in? As Quirks is pushing back towards the site, as well as Kostya. He will not. That's going to be the 11th round now. All tied up, 11-11. Incredibly close so far. As the second map that's been played, of course, Endpoint winning the first map, and the one round we are going to see Avenue having is from proceeding through the upper bracket. So they're yet to actually win a map today, as it's all on the line here. 11-11. We're going to see all 24 rounds being played out. And I don't know who I favor moving forward here.
Yeah, the question is, will we see these last 2 rounds of regulation be decisive, or will we be going to overtime? It all comes down to these last 2 rounds. Whoever gets this map win has a pretty big advantage. They're only 1 map away from that £5,000 first place prize. As Kostya just swings his knife at the air. Nice looking knife. Might as well go for it. Still going to be just a 5v5 though. I mean, these rounds are so critical. No one wants to make that opening mistake, but it is Sus who's already been picked off. That was Chet pushing in towards mid. There's quite a few positions you can play from here, so Endpoint might not spot him out, but Icons gets a headshot with that gun at the long range there. So the trade comes back. Even though he doesn't have the sniper, Icon still doing the damage at long range. I'm not sure Endpoint are exactly aware where the push is going to be coming in, though. Fancy could be under a lot of pressure. He's very low on health, on 35 HP. He's actually pretty much given up the bomb site here, so they might not be fully aware the push has come in. And you can see Fancy trying to get the information, but he can't do anything about the plant. And Adimka brings it back to a 3v3, so this now looks pretty good for Avenue. They overwhelm this bomb site, and this is it, a 3v3 retake, which is going to be so, so important.
Saint with that shotgun, he's going to struggle to find an angle that he can actually take with that. Going to have to be relying on Jay and the others, and a nice smoke coming in. That's going to allow Saint and Jay to get up pretty close without worrying all too much. And Icons with the nade coming in, closing off the arch angle. Now if they can get these kills on the site, the defuse can come in, but Icons not going to hit that shot. It's going to be all on Saints here with the shotgun to pick up a kill. Somehow not killing Mark there. 3 HP on Quirks. He needs to hurry up because he's already low HP. Indeed, he does, and it's all going to be on Adimka. He's got to find this. He's going to take down the defuser, and with 6 seconds left, that is the round claimed for the Allies. No time left to defuse. A circle of knives. That is awkward. Eventually, Adimka picking up the kills. And overall, that's going to be the 12th round going in favor of Avenue. So happy with that. Adimka pushing out just in time to take down that planter. 6 seconds left. That is not enough to defuse. And we're going to see the 12th round for Avenue. Match point as Endpoint need to win this to bring it to overtime. If not, Avenue will be claiming their second map of this best of 5 series.
Yeah, and Endpoint only really had the 1 player towards that site. They just didn't get the information early enough. That's why the time became a factor. And here we go. Avenue, if they win this round, will have the lead, but J Money already gets the first kill for Endpoint. This could be going to overtime if they can keep this up. Endpoint get the man advantage. Sus chunked down to 30 HP, but he will remain safe. And you can see neither side wanting to make that critical mistake here. Over a minute left, so Avenue don't have to push in just yet. Couple of fights coming in, but nothing considerable now. But there goes Icons. Another kill comes through. That's Adimka with the sniper dropped out of the round. And Endpoint could very well be taking us to overtime. A 5v2 now. They're just getting kills all across the map. And this looks almost certainly like it's going to be going to overtime at this point. A 2v5. Can Avenue have the heroics they need between Mark and Kostya?
They have got the bomb in their possession. If they can manage to make it into the site and get that plant down, it's going to look a lot better, but they've been spotted out at this point. At least one has. Kostya not going to land that shot and get taken down by Sus on the cross. And now it's going to be all on Mark. He's got 5 kills to find, and this is going to be a hell of a clip if he does. He's going to have to cross. Sus watching that with the Kar 98K. Oh, the timing. Oh, manages to pick the kill onto Icons, but not going to land it onto Jay, who heroically jumps out of the site, claiming that kill whilst falling, I believe. And the draw coming in, we're going to see overtime played out. And I'm very impressed with the performance there from both teams. Avenue weren't looking too good there. They didn't call the pause, like you said.
Yeah.
you would imagine they want to slow down that momentum that Endpoint were building up. I mean, they were just absolutely destroying every push that came in from Avenue. But it's going to work out for them. I mean, without the pause, they just go straight into it. They managed to get that 12th round. Unfortunately, they lose too many people early on in that final round, so Endpoint will pick it up, and it's going to be overtime now. The first of the best of 5 so far, and I don't imagine it'll be the last either.
Yeah, we're going to sort out that overtime shortly. We just have to sort out the servers for that overtime, so make sure to stick around. This next map going to be so crucial. Overtime will be coming up shortly after this quick break. Don't go anywhere.
And we're straight into the action here. Endpoint versus Avenue overtime. That's 3 rounds on each side. And whoever comes out on top wins the map. We're going to be starting off with Endpoint on the Allied side. And they're looking strong with the opening kill going in favor of Saints as they move over towards the site.
Yeah, these teams couldn't be separated in regulation, but already Endpoint overwhelming this bomb site in a matter of seconds. The bomb will be planted, and Avenue are going to have to work their way back into this round with just Adimka and Kozja. And there goes 1 kill for Adimka, but the trade already coming out. And with this sniper, his position is now compromised. They know where he is. Pretty much no chance here. He's going to try and push forwards. Has so many angles to clear, though. You can see he's going to get onto the site at least. Switching between the weapons, but this one is pretty much over. There we go. Icons gets the first round on the board, and both these teams struggled pretty heavily on their allies' side, so that's a great start for Endpoint. If they could get 2 rounds here in overtime on the allies' side, they will be delighted with that. So just 1 more for Endpoint here, and they will be in great shape.
Yeah, absolutely, and with the first round opening up that quickly, Avenue are going to be getting a little bit worried. It looks like we're going to have the sniper coming out on Adimka yet again. I think he was the only player to find a kill in the last round. He's going to have to, the rest of the team going to have to step it up just a little bit. As it's going to be Adimka looking for the crossover towards B. Nothing to be found there just yet. But here come the players. It's going to be Fancy picking up the first kill with the nade, very characteristic of a Fancy. Oh, and the shotgun kill coming in from Saint Sus, picking up 1 as well. What is going on? Absolute desolation. No kills coming in on the Avenue side. All 5 still alive for Endpoint. It's only going to be Kostje trying to stop the Endpoint push, but it seems unstoppable. The first kill coming in, but still 4 alive. The bomb down, 38 seconds. Kostje has nothing to lose here, so he kind of has to go for this. Well, this is going to be a next to impossible situation. All angles being covered by the allies. They're very spread out. And it's going to be Saint 6 picking up the kill with the sniper as the second round goes the way of Endpoint and looking very strong. Like you said, both teams looking pretty weak on their allied side in the first half and the second half, the entirety of regulation. And with the final round of the first half of overtime about to go underway, Endpoint already picking up 2 rounds on their allied side, looking incredibly strong.
Yeah, Avenue at this point absolutely have to win this round. If they lose this, I don't see a way back into this for them. Their ally side wasn't exactly great, so they are going to have to take this last round to keep themselves in with a shot, realistically. Already we're seeing some opening damage done. J Money taking some, but he's going to heal up. It is Avenue to get the first kill this time, though. Fancy falls at the hands of Chet. So a good start for the Axis into this round. And this time they're not under as much pressure early on. That's allowing them to set themselves up. And they're doing so much more confidently. Adimka gets another kill through, this time with the sniper. And it looks as though Endpoint might just be limited to the 2 rounds on their allies' side, because they are stuck in a 3v5. They do have time to work with as Chet does get spotted out, but he won't be falling. It's actually J Money who decides to play it safe. As the time slowly ticks down again, Avenue just coming through with the kills. It's just all about whoever gets those first 1 or 2 kills seems to dominate the round, and that will happen again. Avenue at least going to salvage the 1 round here, but as we were saying, Endpoint's still going to be favorites.
Absolutely, that is the end of the first half of overtime. Endpoint taking 2, while Avenue only claiming 1. I would agree definitely that Endpoint looking like favorites. They're only going to need 2 on the Axis side, and we saw them absolutely walk away with the first 6 or 7 rounds of their Axis side previously. If they can manage that again, it's not going to look too good for Avenue at all. Adimka picking up the sniper. Quirks actually, it seems, going for the default class, if the UI isn't lying to me. Indeed he is. A smoke and a grenade in play for him, and it's looking like they'll be moving over towards B with that bomb.
Icons also not getting the sniper for Endpoint is interesting. We are going to see Adimka with his sniper just holding back. If he could get a long-range fight, that might be successful for him. In the meantime, Sus down to 30 HP. I think that was a nade coming in towards him. He's going to try and see if he can find an opening. Sus does like to just play for that one opening kill that gives his team a much better chance. And I don't know if Sus is going to be able to find it here already. We can see Avenue looking to push up, but there we go. Sus does get the first kill. That's the power of the Kar 98. You can get those openings much more easily. And Avenue, not going to go for too much aggression, although, hang on a minute. If you look at the map here, this could get interesting.
Oh, yeah, the flank is actually coming around. That's probably Kostya. Indeed, it is. We have seen the SMG plays from Kostya previously working massively in favor. Not so far in this tournament, in this round, he hasn't been able to do much.
Oh, here we go.
But it's looking good now as he picks up one. That's opening it up a little bit for them. He's not going to be able to pick up the kill on the Sus, though. Still alive on the side. He's going to be pushed down, but Fancy is there to cover him. And he's going to pick up an easy kill and almost an easy 2K, but it's going to be Sus shooting down at Quirks in the back. 3-1 now. Only one round needed for Endpoint to take this map and bring it to 2-1. Meanwhile, Avenue are going to have to claim 2 rounds in a row without losing any to bring this to a second overtime. And Endpoint looking very strong right now. A good flank from Kostya. Just not able to pick up that second kill onto Sus. And ultimately, his teammate not able to trade him in either. I believe it was Quirks with the default gun, only bringing Sus down to about 30 or 40 health. And already the first pick coming in, Quirks taken out early on by the sniper of Icons. And Endpoint looking very strong right now. We're going to have to see a big play on that part of Avenue, but it's going to be an aid from Fancy, claiming the life of Chet. 3 kills left to find for Endpoint. Kostya's going to be pushing up close with an SMG. Let's see if they can find anything. They have to find some kills before going for a side here, really, or they'll be pushing in to a pretty much even fight, which isn't favorable. No information held as well on the Avenue side. There was a sniper in mid, but he's long gone. Oh, and there goes J Money. The opening kill by Adimka for the Avenue side. That's going to be very important as he forces Saint 6 to play a little bit more passive on the A site as his teammate can no longer cover mid. Kostya pushing up close as well.
Wow.
Again, still slow, but look at the time. 40 seconds. The Allies are going to have to decide on something. And Endpoint know it as they're going to be pushing up to retake control of middle, finding out Mark, who has got the bomb. Even if they gain control of the side, he has to cross past 2 players. He does manage to make it as Kostya pushes up to support. But 20 seconds left, he has to go for the side here. And we're going to see Saint 6 holding off against this push. We've seen him do it before, but he can't do it this time. 2 kills picked up by Avenue. And now it's a 3 versus 2. Endpoint now on the back foot as Avenue looking pretty strong here. Icon's getting taken down as well by Kostya. It's all on Fancy. He's got to pick himself up 3 to claim this map. And there's the first one. Can he do it?
Still got 2 more to find. Adimka though with the sniper, but there goes Mark peeking out. And Endpoint, they had the chance there to get the win. They've got 1 more chance now for this map here in the Blitzkrieg Open Championships Grand Final. Endpoint coming in with the map disadvantage. They could turn it around to a 2-1 lead. Remember, it's a best of 5, so this isn't a decisive map. But we are going to see Adimka switch away from that sniper. He's going to go back to, I believe, the car. So that's interesting. Oh, sorry, the M1. But yeah, that's going to be interesting because Icons has one on the other side. Smoke's being deployed as well by the Allies there to try and push out in towards mid. So they're going to try and see if they can gain some ground. That will cut off J Money's position. I don't think we're going to see too many openings. Again, something that has been pretty lacking are those opening nade kills. Previously throughout the tournament, those opening nades have been getting those kills fairly often, but that's very rarely come through here today. And again, that is the case. Nothing really happening at the start of this round. With over a minute left, Avenue don't have to push yet, but they might be lining up a push here.
Indeed, it looks like they are. Sus grabbing 1 shot with that Kar 98K. He's been consistently fragging from there. Here comes Fancy with another. And now it's going to be a 5 versus 3. We've seen this before. And here comes the kill from Kostya, which again, we have seen Avenue coming back from this position previously. And are we going to see it again? Kostya cutting off the rotation from the A player, but it's not going to matter because Sus is picking up another kill. And now it's 2 players on the Allied side located very far apart, but Kostya's picking up 1 kill with that SMG. Only 2 left to find on the B side as Dimka looking up towards the stairs. Is he going to find a kill? He is opening this up a little bit more. Can he claim this kill on the Fancy? Fancy's got to hold off here. Only 20 seconds left. If he can stop the bomb from going down, this could be the end. And Dimka falling, it's all going to be on Kostya. He's got a huge play to make with 9 HP. He's not going to be able to manage it. That pistol headshot from Fancy taking him out. The 4th round claim by Endpoint, and they are very happy to claim that win. That's going to be the 2nd map for Endpoint, while Avenue yet to claim a win today.
Fancy just jumping up on the box there with the pistol. It's a ballsy play to make.
Absolutely.
But, you know, in the clutch moment, you've got to make that play. You've got to be decisive, and he certainly was, jumping up, claiming the kill, and Endpoint pulling things back. Yesterday, Avenue beat them. Today, Endpoint not having any of it. They take the first 2 maps, and they are 1 map away from that $5,000 first place prize, and you can't forget those gold skins.
Absolutely. I think the gold skins being one of the main things that you win here. I mean, £5,000 is a lot. That's 1,000 per player, double what they'll get if they do come in second. And they're only 1 map away at this point. Avenue going to need to pick it up. They've got to claim 2 maps, which is going to be very difficult. Not a lot of room for error here. And I think I've got to favor Endpoint moving forward. They did say that the 75 hertz monitors were maybe the reason that they lost yesterday, and they seem to be doing pretty well with the 144 hertz. They're very happy with that comment. Well, we're going to see how they manage on map number 3 of this best of 5. Of course, the score being 2-1. And if that's getting confusing, it's because Avenue did come through from the upper bracket, the winners bracket, so they got a 1 map advantage. But so far, that's the only map they've been able to claim.
Well, Endpoint win the first 2 maps. As we said, 1 map away from this win. Let's see if they can get that map through after this break.